Mel, could it be something ever so historic for Scotland?
I'm still getting over the goosebumps that I got from that rendition of Flower of Scotland. And the looks on their faces, I don't know if you saw going down that line. I just think they are so up for this, Scotland. And they are arguably, our friends in the Netherlands might not like us saying it, but they certainly push Netherlands for title of best associate side in the world. Mitch Marsh has said it a couple of times before this game that it's not.
Very good pitch here for batting. Pulled by Hares, and it's going to be the first boundary. The outfield is always quick at the Grange. And if you're... this goes up into the air, should be taken. Simplest of catches for the skipper, Mitchell Marsh, who is delighted to get the back of Hares and find an early breakthrough. And it's Bartlett with that breakthrough, Australia on top. Now, Mullen pulls and pulls in front of square beautifully for 4. That's a lovely way to get him into double figures.
Yeah.
The biggest cheer of the day greets the first maximum. Oh, what a strike that is from George Munsey. Munsey goes bang and gets a good piece of it. Thuds into the advertising hoardings. It's another maximum. Oh, back to back. This one's even bigger. He's at his belief. Tries to get enough of it, won't go all the way, but will be 3 consecutive boundaries as Meredith is taken to task in his second over. 5. Taken, a brilliant catch, and Australia strike back with the wicket that they needed. Munsey falls to a leaping English. First man to get to that landmark in Scottish.
He looks, even in the past.
And he's going to get off the mark in some fashion. It's always quick, the outfield. Scotland have lost both of their openers.
That is McMullen. Oh, inside out this time. But there is a fielder underneath it. And so McMullen now has to take the walk back to that pavilion.
McMullen doesn't quite get all of this. It is an area of strength for him.
2 for 3. Well, he's got every piece of that, Berrington. He's
a little bit too full on this occasion.
Figures. Down the ground. He hasn't got all of it. Tim David is coming underneath it, but he hasn't judged it. Difficult, running backwards. Couldn't quite get there in time. He had to go a long way back. One area that just... Again, that one in the air, but couldn't get there in time. It's another... Again, he has moved across his stumps a couple of times, Matt Cross. This time, he does... Got hold of that one. 4 more for Berrington.
Yes, dropped short again from Zam.
And this time, it's gone straight up in the air. And it's going to be taken comfortably on the boundary. Bartlett makes sure of it. So Berrington, it's been fine from him, but it comes to an end. It's a full delivery. It's dug out beautifully. It's going to be 4.
Already departed. Picked up into the leg side. Does he get enough of it? No, he doesn't. Picks out the man, Xavier Bartlett, who takes another catch. It's one of Cross's go-to shots, and there's silence across the Grange as Australia have a 5th. Number 7, and they're going to need some of his innovation. Future too, as Zampa returns and strikes immediately. Leask felt as though he might have got outside the line. I'm not sure if he did, and David McLean has no hesitation in getting the finger up, and all of a sudden the wheels are coming off. Sudden in real trouble. Don't have that. Oh, where's this one gone? Oh, he's got a good piece of it. Soars all the way, maybe even over the stands. Jarvis, he's a precocious talent, you'd imagine. Mark Watt gets it up to the perfect start for the final three. That is straight as an arrow. You cannot hit it any straighter than that. The cutter, and it's dragged to the leg side and picked out the man. Very clever from Abbott. He's outthought Jarvis there by taking all the pace off, and all Jarvis could do was drag it to long on. Another one goes. My debut, so no numbers next to his name yet. 7 for 20. As Watt hits it straight to Marcus Stoinis, who takes a good catch. Stoinis hanging on the edge of the circle, as he often do in the last few overs. I think Watt's going to be disappointed. This goes absolutely nowhere. It's going to be Mitchell Marsh who will get there. Didn't look too likely at first. He was waiting for someone else to call it, but he's ended up getting the hard yards in and getting his hands underneath. And they're going to be bonus runs. And some cheers finally around the Grange. It's been a little while. An inside edge gets them. And the final delivery of the innings is going to be scampered by, despite the direct hit from Inglis. Two umpires have a look at each other. They're happy with the height of that, and it will be an extra to the total to round out the first inning. Scotland will have. Well, here we go. What a big moment for this young man, Jake Fraser McGurk. He is, well, been the talk of the Australian cricketing community over the last 7. It wasn't an innings that This goes a long way up. Mid-wicket goes back, Charlie Castle, he holds on!
Early, Fraser McGurk departs for a duck.
Done.
Yeah, this is going out to Australia. I'm reverting.
So nearly 2 in the over and 2 in 2. Instead, it just squirts away. It was enough.
It's just going to be interesting to see how.
Last thing you want to do is give Travis Head width, though, because he'll pounce on that. Well fielded with one. Driven at a catchable height, but Barrington can't get anything on it, and it races to the rope. Back-to-back boundaries inside the circle. Problem is, Head pounces on width. Almost an action replay from a few balls prior. 4 more. Cut away, and it finds the gap. There's almost an eerie silence, isn't there, every time? Big blow towards the leg side. Now there is a man out there, but it's over his head, and it goes all the way for 6. And because mid-on has come up into the circle, he'll club you down the ground. This is a batting exhibition. Now flicks it away to the leg side. Oh, this is quite brilliant. It's Australia. And he's driven ever so elegantly. Not too much wrong with the delivery, but the pulled and pulled powerfully. We're seeing something quite brilliant here. Monstrous. Smoked all the way. Going to be 6 more. And Head is flying towards 50. The 50s come up inside 4 overs, and you can add to that, it's going to be 4 more. Probably no better player really in the world cross bowling. That has gone miles. Look out in the tennis courts, it might just have soared into them. Not where you want to bowl to Mitchell Marsh. Going to be back-to-back 6s. That is absolutely massive. Driven through the covers. Well, this is quite remarkable. 6-6-4 to start the. More runs, and it may well be 6. Yes, it's going to soar all the way. Marsh is such a powerful ball striker. And surely, instead bowls it into the surface. It's pulled so powerfully, it splits the 2 men in the deep. It won't be 6 more, but it will be 4 more. It's going to be 4 more, you won't believe it. He's split the same gap again. McMullen can't cut it off. Final. And the runs just keep coming. And there's a world record that could well fall here. The 100's only been gone
today.
And now it's going to be more runs. And this might go all the way. Just over the head of the man. George. Oh, now fortune going their way, and with it goes the world record. Australia have just everywhere the ball goes, it's just going to the rope. And they're making it look so easy, these two. Hitting. Well, the world record will fittingly complete. Can't think of too many quicker century partnerships as well. We'll have to leave the statisticians.
Maybe Scotland could have gone earlier to spin.
Now this one's been hoiked away and hoiked all the way. It's a slog swing. He's going to try and keep going, but there's a man there, and it's held. Well taken.
Unbelievable innings.
Extraordinary 5 or 6 overs, isn't it, Preston? This is cut away. It's going to be cut away for 4. Gets it intentionally up and over the head of backward point. Good batting from him. Big pull shot now. There is a man out there, but it's gone miles over his head. This one's out of the ground as well. The 10s are below. Of course of it. Bigger picture. Jack Jarvis back into the attack, and he's clipped away. Driven really pleasingly. I've seen some very conventional cricket strokes amidst the chaos. And that is going to be that. Australia, they have soared to victory in the most impressive of fashions. A terrific travesty.